What I'm going to show with you now is a live demo, and just to show you how a simple software development mistake that has been done by, in this case, a developer of an IP camera can evolve into a scenario where you actually gain control over the whole network and disarm an alarm system and practically can gain access, a physical access, and that's exactly the sample of the lack of boundaries between digital and physical. So digital vulnerability is actually evolving into a physical burglary. So what you see here is my humble California home. That's due to the real estate prices, this is the largest house I can afford in California. And as a kind of responsible and concerned cybersecurity expert, I equipped my home with an IP camera, an alarm system, and I even have an Alexa just for operating different stuff. A very simple and basic setup. You see Alexa even recognized me, already responding. So I will not go deeply into the details how we did the hack, but it was, in this case, relatively simple. There was a software flow in this camera that enabled us to gain control over the operating system of this camera. And once we got that, we're actually inside the home network, and we can start looking around. We can deploy different type of hacking software to the camera, and that's exactly what we did. And guess what? We found out that there is an alarm system. Can easily detect the model, and by knowing the model, we easily also compromise the alarm system. So it's a scenario of evolving attack, and this is something that is very important to explain. We're not talking about standalone devices. These are connected devices. So all the hackers or anyone who want to cause damage need is just one weak link, and then you gain access to the network and start the operation from there. I'm sorry, it got locked. Okay, so as many hackers, and we're on the ethical side, we're lazy, so everything is scripted here. And the first thing, as I told you, we got is just to gain access to the operating system of the camera. And you can see that I have a full access to its file system and run any script from here. The house itself is already connected, and the alarm system is armed, so if I open it, it should go online. We have some okay. I'll just power it off. So when we gain access to this operating system, we deployed some tag vectors. So for example, if you can just hold on your mobile phone, I'll show you how I'm instructing the camera to capture a picture and send it, in this case, to my Dropbox, but it can go anywhere in the world. And when I go to my Dropbox, so you see yourself, right, in the top right. The same goes with the alarm system. I can arm and disarm the alarm system from here. So this is just an example how a simple vulnerability in the system of the camera gave me the ability to hack into the home network and then from there start wandering around and find additional vulnerabilities. And that's something that I totally agree with my colleague from Avast. We actually, as Dojo Labs, before we got acquired by Bullguard, pioneered the domain of IoT security, and we need to treat it as a network, and the security needs to be on the network level, providing the consumer the ability to adopt different kind of IoT devices without being concerned about their security level, about the privacy breaches, and in many cases, even if the consumer does, it doesn't have the tools to understand what really does it mean. So thank you, and if you have questions,